joins, I'll need to spotlight my video. Welcome to Yoga Sculpt. We need a mat, maybe 1 or 2 sets of light weights. If you're feeling good or strong or more challenge, like you want more challenge today, you can maybe go a little bit toward your medium set of weights if you have them. Always have your water nearby as well. Find your way to your mat. And sink into child's pose. Bring those knees out to the edges of the mats. Put your big toes together. Reach your arms long. And gently bring your forehead to the mat. We got 45 minutes of Yoga Sculpt here. My name is Amy. We're getting started here in child's pose. A couple of deep breaths to connect to your core. Belly breathe, inhale. Relax the midsection. Exhale through the mouth. Expand through your side body and your back body. And on your next inhale, rise to tabletop. Pull your knees right underneath your hips and your hands underneath your shoulders. Pull the shoulders away from the ears, shoulder blades flat on the back. We're going to do fire hydrants here. So we're going to lift one knee just straight up to the side and bring it back down to the mat. So getting some hip mobility here. Core is nice and strong, engaged. So anything that's not the leg is super stable. Exhale, lift, inhale, return. And one more. And stay on this same leg. We're just going to kick it straight back and pull that knee back in. Warming up the glutes and hip area. One more here, kick back. And over to that opposite side. Fire hydrant, knee out to the side. Making sure that as we lift the knee, we're not tilting or twisting through the hips or torso. I'm going to spotlight my video quick. Keep going with your fire hydrants. 3, 2, last one, switching to kick back. And taking your time with this, keeping your spine neutral, especially through that low back. Last one. And return to tabletop, cat, cow to warm the spine up here. Inhale, lift the chin, drop the belly. Inhale to cow. And exhale to cat, round the spine, tuck the tailbone, chin to chest. Feel that nice expansion through the back body, lengthen. Inhale back to cow. And exhale back to cat. We're always moving with your breath here. If it doesn't match up to mine, that's okay. Inhale and exhale. Moving with your breath here. You can always return to child's pose at any time today. One more. Inhale to cat, or cow rather. Exhale to cat. Inhale to neutral spine tabletop. Curl those toes under, send your hips up and back to down dog. Step it out here. Any movement, you can pedal it out. Open up to the side if you need a little bit of side body expansion or side hip stretching. Press your torso, your chest towards your thighs. Pull your heels towards the floor. It's okay if it doesn't actually meet the floor. Slide your shoulder blades down the back, or since we're upside down, it's up. Spread the fingertips wide for a nice stable support through your hands. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step your way to the top of your mat, forward fold, and then into ragdoll. Bend those knees a lot. Let your head hang heavy. Maybe shake your head no, nod your head yes for a little bit of neck warming up. Take a gentle sway if it feels good. Otherwise, you can always remain still too. And if your hands are on your elbows, return them back to the mat. And we're going to start to unfold, round it up one vertebrae at a time. And bring those hands to heart center, finding our intention for class this morning. Intention for me, and you can join my intention if you'd like, connecting to the breath to maintain that solid and steady core support through the torso. One more breath here. Inhale to mountain, reach those arms straight up above. Find your breath here, 1 or 2 inhales and exhales. Draw your shoulder blades down. Arms can be tiny. There can be a tiny bend in those elbows here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands to heart center, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, pause here. Hands can be on your shins or on your upper legs. We're lengthening through the spine. Rotate that pelvis so our tailbone points back to that wall. Core is strong. Shoulders down. Reach the crown of the head forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. As we go back to our forward fold, we're going to step our right leg back into a low lunge. Hands are framing our foot in the front. So our left leg is forward, our right leg is back. Keep our right hand on the mat and open up to the side over that front left leg. World's greatest stretch here. You'll feel a nice stretch on the back side of the leg of that front one. So that left leg, you'll feel a nice hip stretch in the back. You'll feel a nice hip flexor stretch on that right leg. Chest opener here as we reach towards the ceiling. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, return that hand to the mat and step back together to forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to mountain. Exhale, hands to heart center, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step your left leg back, low lunge, hands to the mat. Inhale, rotate to the right. So left leg back, right leg forward, rotating to the right, and right arm is reaching in the air. Find that nice deep twist. Couple breaths here, inhale and exhale. Extend and lengthen, expand your chest, reach your heart up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring your hand to the mat and step together, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back to high plank. Inhale, shift forward, chaturanga optional, high to low plank. Inhale to up dog, float those knees. Exhale to down dog. We're gonna flow through that one breath to one movement. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop into forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to mountain. Exhale, hands through heart center, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step your right leg back, low lunge. Inhale, twist to stretch. Exhale, bring your hand back, step in. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way to mountain. Reach tall. Heart lifts. Exhale, forward fold, hands to heart center. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step your left leg back. Inhale, twist to stretch. Exhale, back to hands to the mat. Step together. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back to high plank, chaturanga optional. Shift forward, inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Nice job, team. Taking a second in down dog here, or maybe you want to take a break at tabletop. Moving into our next series. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step it to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Listen for the change here. Inhale to chair. Sink your hips back, arms come forward and up. However far up feels good for those shoulders. Make sure we're pulling our shoulder blades back. Core is strong, keeping that neutral spine, so we don't want to overarch or pop the rib cage forward, but we don't want to tuck the tailbone either. So find that nice neutral, hinge forward, bend at the knees, sink as low as you want to in this chair. Inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale, airplane your arms, pull those arms back and up, pinkies toward each other, squeeze together. One more breath here, inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift your left leg to three-legged mountain. Find your balance and breathe here. Again, arms can be more forward or up, whatever feels best for you. Flex your toes or flex your ankles so those toes pull up. Knee can be up level with the hip, or it can be a little bit lower. If you need to catch your balance with your foot, that's okay. Inhale, lift. Exhale, airplane your arms as you step back to low lunge. Find your breath here again. Center your weight, find train track stance so we're not on a balance beam. Inhale, bring your hands to heart center and lean forward, shifting your weight all the way to your front leg and lift into standing splits. So if you're not comfortable or if you're finding like the balance is too challenging, just tap your foot down as often as you need to. Mostly straight on that front leg, our weight shifts forward. Another option here is to grab your weights or blocks and just to find support underneath those shoulders, like so. Nice job. Inhale, reach long with that back leg. Exhale, step back into low lunge, bring those weights back to heart center. And inhale to crescent, reach your arms up. Find your breath again. Pull that left leg forward or that left hip forward so we're square in those hips. Pull the rib cage under so we're not flaring through the spine. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, turn to horse. Knees and toes face out. However far you want to sink down is fine. Maybe shift and surf left to right, hands at heart center. Nice job. Find your breath, sit nice and tall. Core is strong. Engaging everything in the midsection, 360 degrees, and top and bottom here, pelvic floor and breathing muscle, diaphragm. Inhale to star, reach those arms out wide and tall, extend those legs up. Find your breath here, one more inhale and exhale here. Inhale, reach long. Exhale to warrior two, right leg bends. Reach those arms long, looking over your fingertips. Find your heel in line with the back arch of the foot. Sink low into your front leg. Pull that knee in line with the ankle. Try not to let your knee fall in. Inhale to reverse warrior, reach long with that right arm. Left arm gently sets down on the leg back. Expand through that side body, create lots of space between your rib cage and hip bone. Looking up, gazing up towards the fingertips and ceiling. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, chaturanga. Cartwheel your hands down. Step back into, sorry, not chaturanga yet. Just step back into high plank. Find your high plank. You can drop down to your knees and hold here if you want. Join me in mountain climbers. You can go slow or fast. Here we go. Knees in, and yes. We're just integrating some cardio throughout today. We're not going to do big sections of cardio. So you can slow this down and go knee in slow for not as much cardio, more strength. Or you can go nice and quick to get that heart rate up. Just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, high plank, shift forward. Chaturanga here. Low plank. 2 up dog. Inhale. Exhale. Down dog. Other side here, team. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to chair. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, right leg comes up to 3-legged mountain. 1 or 2 breaths here, find your balance. Pull those toes up to the shin. Little bend in your standing leg. Find your posture. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, step back, airplane low lunge. Rearrange your feet so we're balanced on a railroad track. Inhale, shift your weight forward and eventually come to standing split, hands to heart center, or hands on your support in front of you, blocks or weights. Press your back heel towards the wall behind you, straighten the legs. Little bend is okay, but we want mostly straight here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step that back foot back down. And inhale to crescent. Pull that right hip forward, left hip back. Core is strong, sink into that front leg. Shoulders back and down. I'm just switching so I can end up facing you in horse and warrior 2. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, horse, turn to horse. Knees and toes out, surf it out a little bit. We've already been here, so we'll keep it a little bit shorter this time. Inhale to star. 1 or 2 exhales here, expand, get big. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, warrior 2, left leg bends here. Rearrange your feet. Find a good position for your pelvis, neutral. Pull that left knee in line with your ankle. Reach long. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, cartwheel your way down and find yourself in high plank again. Mountain climbers 1 more time, team. Find your plank in 3, 2, 1. Here we go, knees in. In. Yes, you can. Awesome job. Stick with it. Just 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, high plank, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga or down dog. And go ahead and step together, round it up for a little break here. Grab a drink. Our next series is going to be what we just did, but we're adding weights and strength. Reminder, you can grab water and anytime you need it. We're about halfway here. Have your weights nearby here, team. Whenever we move with our weights, we're always going through our shoulders. We never want to lift straight out and put extra stress on our shoulders if we don't have to. So always pulling your weights to center first before extending out. Find your down dog here, team, when you're ready. Step it out. 1 more inhale and exhale here in down dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Grab your weights. Inhale to chair. Through the shoulders, punch it up. Exhale, weights at heart center. And eventually bring your weights underneath your shoulders, full extended through your arms. We're gonna do a back fly here. So keep your chair pose, so bend the knees and the hips. We're gonna pull those weights straight out, lower down. Here we go, lift, lower, lift, lower. I always give a little bit of a guide for speed, but you can always slow down if you feel like that's better for you. If full straight arms don't feel good for you, you can always pull this into a high row, elbows lift by themselves. So the weights stay closer to the body. You always have the option to do a single arm at a time, alternating with arms. Squeeze your shoulder blades on these. Control the weights up, control the weights down. We don't want to pop our rib cage. Stay neutral through that spine. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale to chair. Exhale, airplane your arms. Inhale, left leg lifts to three-legged mountain. Exhale, weights to heart center as you step back and into airplane, low lunge. Inhale, bring your weights to heart center and shift your weight forward into standing splits. You can lower your weights here or keep them at heart center, and we're gonna do an RDL. So basically we're just hinging forward and hinging back into standing splits. Here we go. RDL, single leg, Romanian deadlift. Take your time, working that hamstring on that right side, that stable leg. Keep your hips square. A lot of times that floating leg pulls that hip open. And again, range of motion's up to you. You can keep this small, just a small movement forward and back. Nice job. Here's 4, 3. I'm taking about 4 counts each one, taking my time. Here's 2. Last one. Good. Inhale, step that foot back into crescent. Punch the weight straight up. Exhale to horse, bring your weights to heart center. Knees and toes pull out. We're gonna do sumo squats here, so if you would rather do regular squats, you can pull those knees and toes forward. Here we go, we got lower and lift, lower and lift. Nice job, team. Keep your upper body nice and lifted. Make sure I'm getting everything I want to. How low you go, again, always up to you. You can keep it shallow, you can go nice and low. Nice job, keep working hard here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pause it at the bottom and pulse, pulse, pulse. Not here long because we're gonna add some twists here. 4, 3, 2, pause at the bottom, twist left, center, right, center. Keep those knees pulled out. Don't let them fall in as you twist. Can be a small twist. Depends on your thoracic spine mobility. Working those obliques. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Inhale to star. Exhale, warrior 2. Right leg bends. W your arms. Bring your weights to heart center and all the way down. We're gonna do upright row here in warrior 2 legs. We got low upper and lower. Squeeze up, lower down. Again, one arm is just fine here, alternating. Nice work. Shoulders back and down, working the top of the shoulders here. Legs and core are obviously working too. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, reverse warrior. Punch it straight up, not as big of a back bend. Exhale, pull, pivot, plant, step it back to high plank. And down into chaturanga or straight into down dog. Heading into the other side. Nice job so far, team. That was a lot for one side. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step it to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold, grab your weights. Inhale to chair. Exhale, weights to heart center and drop it down underneath your shoulders again. Low roll this time, elbows back and in and back down. Here we go. Lift the elbows, lower down, low row. Same options, you can go single arm. If you feel like chair is a little bit not a great position for you today, you can step back to low lunge. We do want this bent over position though, that works the right muscles on the back with gravity working against us. Inhale up, exhale up, inhale down. Use that breath. Shoulders back and down. Weight, dumbbells to hip, elbows to ceiling. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale to chair. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, three-legged mountain, right leg up. Exhale, weights to heart center and step back into low lunge. Airplane those arms. Inhale, weights to heart center again, shift your weight forward. Standing splits. Ready for RDL, here we go. Hinge, up, hinge, down. If we need a little bit of balance help, you can shift both weights to one hand and grab a wall for a little bit of support or something nearby. And if RDL still doesn't feel good, option here, you can just step back into low lunge as well. It's a little bit different muscle group, but that's okay. Switch it out if you need to. Here's 4, 3. These are a little bit slower. Take your time. Here's 2. Last one. Good. Inhale, step back to crescent. Punch those weights up. Exhale to horse. Find your squat again. Here we go. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Nice job with squats here, team. Pull those knees out in the same direction those toes are pointed. Stay strong. We're gonna pause at the bottom in 3, 2, 1. Lower and pulse, pulse, pulse. Just 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay low. We got side crunch, twist, or not twist. We got side bend. You can keep the weights at heart center or lower the weights behind you. Oblique crunch. It can be small, it can be big, whatever range of motion feels good. Nice job. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Weights to heart center. Inhale to star. Exhale to warrior 2. Bend those, W those arms. Bend the left leg. Weights to heart center. And all the way down. Front raise this time. Here we go. Lift, lower, lift, lower. One arm option. If straight arm doesn't feel good or if it feels too challenging, bend those arms, push those elbows forward. Nice job. Keep it going. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, pull, pivot, plant, chaturanga. High to low or push into down dog. Inhale, drop your knees to the mat. Exhale, lift it up to standing on your knees. Grab a drink if you need to. We're gonna do biceps and push-ups next. Find your weight standing on our knees. We got bicep curls straight in front of us, so lower and lift straight out in front. Here we go. Traditional bicep curls, elbows in. We got lift and lower, lift and lower. Single arm to the spine again. Making sure we're not swinging the weights or pushing our hips forward. If you want more core activation, lean back, but don't push our hips forward or arch. Looking good. Inhale up, exhale down. Sorry, reverse that. Exhale up, inhale down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your weights to the shoulders, press it up. Here we go. Press down, press down. Single arm feels better for me today. I'm going to stick with single arm. We're pressing this weights from the shoulders in front of our body straight up. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your weights to the floor. We're going to step it back into plank for push-ups. Regular push-ups here. Bring those elbows back and in. Here's 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Lower, lift, lower, lift. Your speed always. I just kind of give guidance if you want to take it. Drop to your knees for a modification, or come up to your toes, or half, one leg up, one leg down for somewhere in between. Core is strong. Inhale down, exhale up. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Sink it back to child's pose. Let those arms rest and stretch. One more set for all of that. Quick drink if you need it. Bring it back to standing on your knees in the next 10 to 15 seconds. Bicep curls first. We're gonna go wide arm curls this time. So pull those arms out. We're gonna do wide bicep curls. We got lift, lower, lift, lower. If that doesn't feel good on your elbows or shoulders, bring it back in. No big deal. We have different bicep muscles. There's multiple heads of the bicep in there. So by shifting where our arms pull, it'll work different areas of the bicep. Nice job. Second and final set through this series. Stay strong. You got this. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to do half shoulder press. So bring those weights to the shoulders. We're going to press halfway up, halfway down. Here we go. From the bottom, lift up, down, up, down. Elbows can come wide. If it feels better to pull the elbows in, that's just fine. Working the front of the shoulder a little bit. Just 8, 7. We're going to do the other half. Don't worry. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out a little bit. Bring it up. Press it full extension. Now we're going halfway down. Down, press. Down, press. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Nice job. Half reps. You got it. Woo! Here's 8, 7, 6. Yes, you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the waist to heart center and then all the way down to the floor. We got push-ups to finish out this series. Find your plank. Whew, here's 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Well, my arms are wiggly. Wobbly, wiggly arms. They feel like spaghetti. You got this. We're not here long. Just 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk your knees up to the front of the mat. Cross the ankles and bring it to a seat. Nice job. Just a couple core movements here. Bring it all the way to laying face up, supine. We're going to do a leg drop. So bring those legs in the air. You can drop one or both legs. However far down feels best for you. Here we go. Lower, lift, lower, lift. Inhale down. Exhale it up. You can keep knees bent for a little bit less challenge. Excuse me, team. Grabbing a drink of water. Keep going with those leg drops. Just 8, 7, 6. Connect to your core. Engage. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep those legs in the air. Bend those knees 90 if they aren't already there. Bicycles, traditional bicycles. Lift opposite elbow to knee. Extend that other leg out. Here we go. Lift, center. Other side, center. Extend, bring it back. We don't want to kick the legs vertically up and down. We're extending out and in, out and in. And you can do the legs without the arms. That's a great variation. Lifting the elbow or shoulder off the ground as much as possible. Chin is away from the chest, lift up towards the ceiling. And across the body, here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend arms up, legs down, full body stretch, cooling down, stretching. Final resting pose coming up next. Bend one leg and press your way into a sideline position for quad stretch. So pull the leg back behind you, knees pull back together, head is resting on your arm. You can bend the bottom leg for more balance. Find your breath. Inhale and exhale deeply. Push air into the belly. Extend that leg back long and go ahead and cross it in front of you. And then open up your shoulders so they're flat on the back. So we end up in a supine twist here. If we just got there a different way than we usually do. Settle into this nice twist stretch. Actively release those muscles around your hips, glutes, hamstrings, hip flexors, all those strong low back muscles. And gently bring your knee into your chest and roll back so you're face up. Find the center again. We're still hugging that leg into our chest. Cross that ankle over to the opposite leg, so we're in a figure 4. Then bring your hands underneath that bottom leg, interlace the fingers, and gently lift towards you. And press that knee away from you so you find a nice hip stretch. And release. We're gonna plant our other leg, roll to our other side. Side lying, quad stretch. Extend that leg out in front of you and twist open, supine twist. Relax those hips. And bring that knee into the chest. Extend that leg long. We're back to face up. Bring it to figure 4 stretch, ankle over to opposite knee. And release both legs flat to the mat here. Final resting pose here for about 30 seconds. Hands resting at your sides face up. Center back on your intention here. My intention was engaging breath and core connection to support my movement. And start to wiggle your toes and fingers, short Savasana resting today. Roll it to one side, press it your way up to a seated position. Find your hands at heart center and lift it up to the forehead. The light in me honors and sees the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining today. Have a great rest of your week. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, anything like that. See you next time.